Chicago Sky as an organization and as management and as a coaching staff said, we are not putting more money into this team. We are not building this team around Angel Reese. I did a video the other day where we found out in the locker room, she was a locker room cancer as far as this.
The Chicago Sky have clearly made a strong move, but not through words or announcements. Just a few days after trading Angel Reese to the Golden State Valkyries, they quickly made several big changes. They signed Skylar Diggins-Smith, re-signed Courtney Vandersloot, brought back Kalia Copper, Raka Jackson likely meant, and added Azura Stevens. This doesn't look like a team rebuilding slowly, it looks like a full roster change happening very fast. It makes you wonder if they were just waiting for her to leave before making all these moves.
Last few minutes ago, Raka Jackson, welcome to Chicago. You know, the dynasty starts after you, not with you. Chicago Sky to Angel Reese. Woo-wee! I told you that AR disease.
Just look at how much the roster has changed. Skylar Diggins-Smith is a six-time All-Star who averaged nearly 20 points and over 5 assists in her last season with Seattle. Courtney Vandersloot is the WNBA's all-time leader in assists with 2,599 in her career. These are not young players being developed or random additions, they are experienced stars who know how to win. And all of them joined within just 48 hours after Angel Reese officially left for the Valkyries. That timing doesn't feel random, it looks planned and intentional.
Her running her mouth about age and all this, that, and the other. Chicago Sky, as of a few minutes ago, re-signed Courtney Vandersloot. The legend is back. It is hilarious. This is hilarious.
Remember when Angel Reese made those comments about age last season? On her podcast in September 2024, she said the team needed to get younger and suggested that veteran players were stuck in their ways and couldn't adjust to modern basketball. At the time, Courtney Vandersloot was 35 years old, and those comments didn't go unnoticed. She and the rest of the locker room heard them. Now, less than 7 months later, Vandersloot is back in Chicago, while Reese is out on the West Coast. In the end, the Sky went with the 36-year-old experienced leader over the 23-year-old rising star who was putting up double-doubles.
I gotta tell you, no more toxicity and we bring back beloved players. Wait, her, Rakia, maybe Skylar Diggins, you got her. Okay, I'm over losing Angel. Oh, her and Skylar and Rakia,
But it goes deeper than just roster changes. During the 2024 season, several reports suggested there were tensions inside the locker room. The Sky finished with a 13-27 record and missed the playoffs for the second year in a row. Angel Reese put up strong numbers, averaging 13.6 points and 13.1 rebounds per game, even leading the league in rebounds. On paper, those stats look like something you can build a team around. But the results tell a different story. The team actually performed worse with her as the main focus than they did the season before she arrived.
The players want to go there. Getting ugly. It's getting ugly. It's getting late early, as they say. I told you, they got rid of the disease. Angel Reese, now Chicago, moving in the right direction.
Now look at how fast veterans are buying into this new direction. Elizabeth Williams re-signed on April 10th, Rachel Banham returned on April 11th, J.C. Sheldon also joined on April 11th. Then Azura Stevens signed on April 12th and even brought attention on social media with her cat, Franklin. These players aren't just quietly signing deals, they're openly excited and celebrating their move to Chicago. It feels different. When was the last time you saw this kind of energy around joining the Sky? It definitely didn't feel this way during the Angel Reese era.
I got a potential starting lineup right here I can read to you. Skylar Diggins, Camila Cardoso, Rakia Jackson, Courtney Vandersloot, and Azura Stevens. Azura Stevens. J.C. Sheldon in the house. By the way, not the only signings. Let me just hold on.
The starting lineup now actually looks strong and competitive. You've got Skylar Diggins-Smith at point guard, Rakia Jackson at shooting guard, Azura Stevens at small forward, and Courtney Vandersloot, who can play either guard position depending on the matchup. Camila Cardoso is holding things down at center. That's a lineup with multiple former All-Stars, one of the best passers in WNBA history, and a young center with big potential as a recent top draft pick. Now compare that to last season, where the team mostly relied on Angel Reese, a sometimes injured Cardoso, and a group of players still trying to figure out their roles. This new setup looks much more balanced and clearly defined.
This is hilarious. They traded away Angel Reese and then said, we're going in. We're going in right here, right now. Had to get her off the team to get these players to come here. Tell me what you think, black and white sports supporters. Yikes. Woo!
Here's what really stands out. The Chicago Sky front office didn't wait or take things slow. They didn't give Angel Reese another season to see if things could improve with better players around her. As soon as she was traded on April 7 to the Golden State Valkyries, the team immediately started making aggressive moves. That suggests the decision wasn't just about basketball or development, it was more about team culture and chemistry. You can also see a clear contrast across the league. When a star like Brittany Griner asks to leave a team after so many years, it usually points to deeper issues within that organization. But in Chicago's case, established players are choosing to join. Skylar Diggins-Smith had multiple options but picked the Sky. Courtney Vandersloot even left New York to return. That kind of decision only happens when players trust the direction of the team. The financial side also tells a story. The Sky are spending big, committing over $600,000 to just a few veteran players, which shows they want to compete right now. Meanwhile, Angel Reese was still on a cheap rookie contract, making her a great value. The team could have easily kept her and built around her for a few years, but they chose not to. That makes it clear this wasn't about money, it was about fit. Statistically, Reese was impressive. She led the league in rebounds and had 26 double-doubles, which is rare for a rookie. But the team's performance didn't improve with her on the court. In fact, some advanced stats suggested the team played better without her, showing a gap between individual success and team results. The front office, led by General Manager Jeff Pagliocca, seems to value chemistry, defense, and leadership. The players they've brought in are known for professionalism and experience. This shows the Sky are focusing more on leadership and team balance rather than just raw talent. Now the pressure is on. If the Sky make the playoffs in 2025, it proves their strategy worked and shows that culture and experience can matter more than individual stats. But if they struggle again, then it could look like they gave up too early on a young star with huge potential. If the team really moved on from a top rebounder mainly because of personality issues instead of basketball reasons, that's a huge risk. For General Manager Jeff Pagliocca and head coach Tyler Marsh, this decision could define their careers. They've clearly committed to this new direction, and now they have to prove it works. This situation is also very important for Angel Reese. She's now on her second team in just 2 years, joining a new Golden State expansion team that's still trying to find its identity. If the same problems follow her, like locker room tension or unhappy teammates, then it starts to look like a pattern. But if she succeeds, grows as a leader, and helps build a strong team, then Chicago's decision could look like a mistake. What stands out most is how quickly Chicago acted. They didn't wait, try to fix things, or bring in mentors to support her development. Instead, they made a fast move and focused on bringing in experienced players known for teamwork, professionalism, and winning. Now everything comes down to one big question: did the Chicago Sky correctly fix a culture problem, or did they give up too early on a young star because of personality differences? If Angel Reese becomes a star and helps Golden State succeed,